Hey everybody, Mike Lopez here, and I got a little video for you today on how to make your own Gundam flying bases for your 1/144 scale Gundam models. Here is an example of the original Gundam flying base. You can get these online from a lot of different sources. They average around $6 or $7 each, I think. I haven't seen them for anything cheaper than that. And they're nice. They move around. You can adjust them. I just only had a couple of them, and I wanted to expand on my bases. So what I did was put together some materials that I had lying around. What I'm going to use here is a 3x4 inch square rectangle. I can't not make that mistake. 3x4 inch rectangle of MDF. I forgot what that stands for. Fiberboard, medium fiberboard, I think, and it's a 1/2 inch thickness. I got a pack of these in different cuts, sizes at Hobby Lobby, probably for like $10, and I think there were like 80 or something different cuts. But these seem to be just right for what I'm doing. They're just around a little bit smaller than the actual size of the original base. Okay. So what I did was I marked off the center points on each side, and I drilled a small hole in the center. The bit that I used, and I made a mistake earlier and when I shot this before, I'm using a 764 bit to drill the holes into the board. The reason I'm using that bit is because the skewers that I'm using fit perfectly. They're the exact diameter of this bit. Actually, they're roughly a little bit bigger, so it gives it a little bit of a snug. Not on that one, but on that one. And you see the bit fits. So, 764 drill bit. I just drilled a simple hole, and then I bevel the edges. You can see here. Bevel the edges so it doesn't have such a square look. The way you see it over here, it gives it a little bit more of a little character to it. On one piece, I actually sanded like a nice, big, deep slope onto it, but that's too much work. So I just wanted to give the edges a little bit more of a mechanical look. I'm going to be playing with the idea of you can probably hot glue or crazy glue different shapes onto here to give it some character. Some squares, some rectangles, maybe some bits you have laying around. It'll give it a nice mechanical look. And sanding the sides here, just on when you're using MDF. If you happen to have lumber, regular wood, I probably would prefer to use that. I just happen to have this, so I'm using this, and it works right now. But the problem with MDF is, especially on the sides of these bases, you can see the fiber. You see the fiber there? That's very porous. So when you spray it, even with like a primer, it soaks through. So I sealed these bases. If you can see, there's like a little bit of sheen on there. I seal it with this product. This is a multi-purpose sealer, all-purpose sealer. And you can see on the back there, it actually says seals raw wood for painting. So I'm using that for the MDF so I can get a nice smooth coat on the edges. With regular wood, you probably don't need to do that. You can get away with probably just painting it. But if you want to do that and you don't have that product in particular, PVA glue, white glue Elmer's will work just as well. All right, so with the 764 hole in the center, what I'm basically using for these is simple barbecue skewers. Pick up a pack of these at the dollar store. I'm not sure if I just got lucky or if that's a standard size, but these are the exact diameter of what we need, because if you can see here in the bottom of the man roti, the hole, it's a snug fit, but it's pretty much a perfect fit. And you got a Gundam on a stick. So you see it's a little bit snug. When you get it, if it's a little too tight like that, I like to just give it a little bit of a sanding just along the edge. And you can see on this one, I actually sanded it down a little bit. And another shot there. But it fits a lot better, so it's a lot smoother fit. It's pretty simple. It's a square of rectangle of wood, a barbecue skewer, and the drill bit, and boom. A nice, easily made flying base. What's great about these is you don't have to glue the stick in. Just drill a little deeper. Maybe don't go all the way through. You can make varying heights. This one here is closer to the actual height of the official base at the tallest point. You can see there. And any one of the models that has the mounting hole in the bottom for the base, you can see how much taller that gets there. You got yourself a nice, easy flying base. Shoot it with some primer or some paint, and you're done. I'd say probably I could make probably 15 or so out of the materials that I have. If I went to the lumber yard or Home Depot and bought a piece of wood that matched this size, I could just cut little squares out and make them. You could probably make them bigger for the larger models as well. I don't know if you'd find a skewer that would be as balanced. An alternative to the skewers is clear plastic rod, Plastruct. These are Plastruct, and I believe these are the 764 as well, or these might be 1/8, because they seem to be a little bit, yeah, they're a little bit bigger in diameter. So what I did was sand the tip down here so it would fit the peg hole a little easier, and you can actually do clear flying base. Now you obviously can't glue this in while you're painting it if you're spray painting it, but you get yourself a nice little clear flyer. All right, that's it, guys. Simple, quick, easy to make, and with a little paint, and if you want to doll it up a little bit with some parts, they can look pretty impressive. All right, hope this is useful to you builders out there, and have a good one. Bye-bye.